6. We have two candidates there. Mike Bowling is the Republican, and Terry Goodin is the Democrat. I don't think Mr. Bowling is here, so we're going to turn it over to Terry.
Thank you very much, Dave. As Dave said, I'm State Representative Terry Goodin, and I'm proud to say that I serve Clark County in the Indiana General Assembly. David, I farm and I vote. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Farm Bureau for endorsing my candidacy this fall in the general election. I appreciate that very much. You know, I want to thank all of you folks for being here tonight. It's very important that you come out and support candidates. It's very important you come out and hear what's going on, and the questions have been absolutely wonderful and absolutely great. Candidates, thank you for showing up as well. It means a lot when candidates will come out and listen to folks who have questions and want to have answers to their questions. So thank you for that. Farm Bureau, thank you again. I know a lot of folks have said that, but thank you again for hosting the forum. It's always a good event, so it's an honor to be here. Folks, campaigns are about the future. And that future should include all Hoosiers. You know, you create a bright future by creating a good education system, because we all know that the largest rung on the socioeconomic ladder is a better education. All children in the state of Indiana should get a great education in a safe school, and I hope you folks agree with me. You know, you also create a better Indiana. We've heard folks talk about Indiana being the fifth most attractive state in the nation for business. We also know that Indiana is ranked 48th in the quality of life. Indiana can do better. Hoosiers deserve better. As a matter of fact, you make a brighter future for Indiana when you demand equal pay for equal work. I say this everywhere I go, and I mean it. No Hoosier should work a full-time job and their families still live in poverty. No way. You know, it's time to rebuild our rural communities. We've heard folks talk about bridges and roads, but there's another piece of infrastructure that the rural communities need very bad, and that's called broadband. You cannot have the same conversation when you talk about rural economic development within that same sentence also talk about the expansion of broadband to rural areas. Also, you help small communities grow, and you help rural communities grow by understanding that the farm is the factory in rural Indiana. That factory produces food, fuel, and fiber for our state and the rest of the nation. So I say that those factories that our farmers operate deserve the same tax incentives and the same tax breaks that every single factory in every industrial park in the state of Indiana. It's very simple, folks. If you elect me as state representative, I'm going to continue to work hard to make Indiana a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm going to continue to make Indiana a place of opportunity. And I'm going to continue to make sure that tomorrow, I'm going to continue to make sure that our tomorrows are better than our todays. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening, and I want to say this. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you folks in the Indiana General Assembly, and I respectfully and humbly ask for your vote on election. Thank you again for listening.
Okay, questions? Yes, sir.
Same thing I've been asking. First passage, minimum wage, and the daily living contribution. And on the other passage, I brought up obviously to the last few candidates, and you're in office right now. Would you support such a bill that would allow working people or better enable them to sit on public offices at the state and local level?
Yeah, I get it. Thank you very much for the question. It's a very important question because that's what we are supposed to be taking care of in Indianapolis, and some folks don't think we've been doing that. And quite frankly, I don't think we've been doing a good enough job. As a matter of fact, as we talked about, it's great that Indiana ranks 5th in the nation for job growth. It's great that Indiana has the lowest unemployment rate in the nation. I had a friend tell me it's great that Indiana has all these open jobs because a family needs 2 or 3 of them just to be able to make it. So with that, we have to make sure we be prudent in our decisions on the type of businesses that we attract to our state. As a matter of fact, we also need to be prudent about the incentives that we give to these large corporations. And let's keep something straight here. There's a difference between large corporations and small businesses, so don't combine those two together. They're different, they don't need to be treated the same, and they shouldn't be treated the same. But the issue is this: why should we give large corporations an incentive or tax cuts to come to our community when they pay a wage that will condemn those workers and their families to poverty? It makes no sense to me. As a matter of fact, the latest research shows that $11.88 is what a family that is sustaining themselves by public assistance basically earns if you put that to wages. And that includes free health care as well. The state of Indiana should demand and not give any incentives to any large corporation that wants to come to the state of Indiana that pays less than $11.88 an hour. You know, to me, that's just called common sense. So as we move forward, we have to make sure that education is in the top forefront of that. We've heard a lot about problems in the state of Indiana. There's no problem in the state of Indiana that can't be fixed by solutions in the state of Indiana.